We love hip
Let me
hop.
ask you even, because we had a conversation on
Mhm.
in the DMs about the Richmond Hill shooting, and there's all these shootings that are happening all over the place, right?
Scary place, man.
Why do you think that that's going up so much, man? Or let me ask you more directly: do you think immigration has added to the rise in the crime?
100%. I'll give you this. Immigration is a direct correlation to at least 95% of our problems in this country.
Mm-hmm.
We can look at it, okay? I'm going to break it down for all of you. Look at healthcare, okay? Healthcare. How long is it to get an appointment for an MRI? A long time.
Yeah,
You're waiting a couple months, maybe even 6 months. People don't have that time if they're sick.
you're right.
You know, okay, let's look at this, the strain on our resources. You know, we have people who come here, they look at it as a free vacation. They make more money than people that are working 20, Monday to Friday, 9 to 5.
Yeah,
They're making close to almost 80K a year on resources. That's
Wow.
a fact.
Wow.
Plus, when they come here, they're women, they have babies, child tax credit. They just pile on that money. And then you got folks that are old stock Canadian or Canadian born. They're going, what the hell's going on here, bro?
Yeah, yeah.
Why aren't you looking after Canadians first? Why are we sending our money to Ukraine? Why are we sending our money to the Middle East?
Yeah.
Why aren't we sending money to Canadians' pockets?
So do you think that even part of that, like the crime, like, because I feel like sometimes it's organized crime that's coming from other countries,
Yeah.
and then like setting up shop over here in Canada or in America and stuff like that. Is that part of the whole thing?
Well, there's the trafficking that comes here, but it's also just, you look on CP24. I mean, it's, let's call it what it is. You see a lot of people from South Asia, from India, they're all up on that CP24 news, flicker every day.
Yeah.
It's harassment. You see them, out in the streets, approaching women. That's not how we do things here, man. I mean, and the fact is you got to understand, we're a civilized nation. We have ways to do things here.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the same in Pakistan. It's not the same in India. They have different living standards. They're not used to it out here. So when they come here, it's like it's a brand new world.
Right.
You know what I mean? And they have access to the women and this and that. It's like a heaven for them.
Yes, but that's not, and salute to all my people, my Pakistani people,
God
Indian
bless.
people, right? That hasn't always been an issue. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's been people been coming here forever.
Totally.
You know what I'm saying?
And I'll tell you what's amazing about this. I have Indian guys coming to me saying, I'm disgusted by the actions of these new immigrants coming from my country. I've had that said to me numerous times. And you'll see videos on TikTok about Indian guys that live here. They're saying, guys, you can't act like this. You cannot carry on like this. You come here, you appreciate this country. And I appreciate those guys that are, pretty much putting their neck on the line for, in their culture to say things like that. Because that's what needs to be done.
Yeah.
It's not about being racist. It's just you come here, you appreciate it, and you act accordingly. That's just the way it is. You wouldn't catch me going to India and doing the things that they do here. I would probably adapt to the culture. I would abide by the law, kept myself out of problems. But that's the difference.
It's probably the numbers too, though, right?
Yeah,
because
it's overwhelming, bro.
At one point in time, like us growing up, I feel like we're around the same generations and stuff like that. Us growing up, we grew up around a bunch of different people. We're obviously we're products of immigration, so everybody was cool. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't like this non-assimilation that's starting to happen.
That never was an issue.
Is that a part partially because of the numbers, or like fully because of the numbers? Do me a quick favor while you're here and smash that like button so we can break the algorithm, and join the comment gang and subscribe. It's free.
It is fully because of the numbers. I mean, when we had control, like before, let's say before Justin Trudeau, no one ever talked about immigration being bad. I don't ever remember it. It never happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So once they flooded our country, okay, with millions of people from the same particular areas, this is why we're seeing the problems we're having today. This is why we're not seeing assimilation. This is why we're not seeing it work anymore. It's a broken system.
Yeah.
It's a broken system. And, we need people with common sense to take the helm. We need them. The liberals are going to take us down, man. It's a downward spiral. And I can tell you it's going to happen sooner than you think.
Well, he also, and he being Justin Trudeau before he resigned, right?
Yeah, JT, now Mark Carney.
they did like and I don't know if I've imagined this headline where they said, okay, we're going to be cutting down the amount of immigration that's coming into Canada. Will that work?
What does that mean?
Well, because it's like $1 million a year, right?
But what would be cutting it down? What does cutting it down mean? Like,
I think they said 70%.
That's still not enough. It needs to be 0 until we can start taking care of our own. Once we start proving that we can take care of our people first, 0.
I don't know if we could do 0 immigration, Joe. I fuck with you, but 0 immigration is harsh, bro.
0. You want to know an example? Look at Poland. 0. They have 0 people coming in their country. They have 0 terror attacks. They have like less crime than anyone in the European. I make a valid point here.
Yeah, but 0 for how long? Like
until we can take care of our own and start the government understanding that with the money that you send to Ukraine, you could be helping veterans on our street. You can be helping the mentally ill, not feed them drugs, but put them in a resource place, what gets them help and gets them off their feet again. Imagine what the billions of dollars we've sent overseas, what that could have done for this city alone. Come on, guys. We can only be so virtuous for so long. You want to be virtuous until you're in your deathbed? I don't think so. It's time to, call things how it is. Be honest. I know you guys are all thinking it. I know everybody is thinking it, but as you said earlier, with the losing of jobs, with the losing of opportunities, people, I get it. And that's why I felt it was my duty, put my ass on the line and do it. And hopefully people follow me in doing so.
Hey, man, listen, you're a better man than me when it comes to that, bro. It's just that I can't get past the 0 part, man. Because I know this. Once upon a time, I've always heard the saying, we only want to send our best, or we only want your best and brightest from other countries. So why can't we just go back to that?
If we're doing that, then let's do that. Let's not bring in people who are unqualified, who are just going to come here and take the jobs from the younger Canadians. Let's call it Tim Hortons. Let's call it Uber. Our young Canadians aren't getting jobs before going off to university. They're not getting jobs. I have an 18-year-old son. He couldn't even find a job this summer because of it. You know what I mean? There was a lot of things that, regular, between 15 and 19, those are jobs for younger Canadians.
Yeah.
But if we're more selective with who we're bringing into this country, like addressing our needs, like nurses, doctors, lawyers, then golden. But if you're just going to bring in every Tom, Dick, and Harry and not vet them, not know who they are, then 0.
Yeah. So I get where you're coming from. You don't want it, and maybe I'm speaking for you. You don't want 0, but if you want better.
I want a better selection of people coming to this country and actually being a positive person in this country, not milking off our system. And
Thanks for watching.
If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to check out these other videos on the screen and make sure to like and subscribe.
We love hip hop.